Hi guys, this is GSMdome.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the Nothing Phone 3A Lite. It's become viral on account of its, well, backside, if you can believe it. Its backside feels like it has a battery removal slot. It was unveiled back in October, it's still pretty fresh, we're here in Eastern Europe. The price is between 250 and 300 euros and that's what the phone is like. You would say that you can put your fingernail here and pop it open and remove the battery. It's actually encased behind glass. Of course, it's a polarizing design, too many screws are visible, it's asymmetrical, but some people love it. So, Nothing is a company which was founded in London in 2020 and it comes with the legacy of a former boss from OnePlus. The phone here is something at the edge of mid-range and entry level. The fact that it still films in 4K is of great help, but the processor is a MediaTek 7000 series. So let's get straight to it. We have covered the price, let's talk about the design. It's a bit heavy for a mid-range handset at 199 grams, but nowhere near as heavy as a flagship. It's rumored that the future iPhone Pro Max will be 240 grams. This one measures 8.3 millimeters in thickness and has a placement which is weird for the buttons. Power button here, AI button here and the volume buttons here. It's an unboxing, so before we get back to the phone, let's see what's in the box. Shaped a bit like a VHS tape from, back in the day. We have a case which is flexible and transparent, and of course it's transparent because you would actually want to see that backside. And I think we also have a cable from USB-C to USB-C. This is something required by the European Union. This sticker shows the energy rating, the battery life, the drop resilience, ease of repair, battery cycles before it becomes not the best, and IP54 certification. Of course, an extra little something here, more information in this guide. I think that's everything available inside the box. No charger, but that's something that, well, thanks or because of Apple, it has become the norm. Okay, so back to the design. What else I can tell you? So at the front we have glass with something called Panda glass protection. The frame is plastic and the backside is glass with Panda glass protection as well. IP54 means protection against dust and water. Now, aside from that, I think it's time to address the screen, which is honestly quite large, perhaps even larger than what the specs are saying. It's 6.77 inches and it's an AMOLED, which is always something good to have here. It's an AMOLED with 120 Hz, up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, which is quite impressive, and a Full HD Plus resolution. We're running on Android 15 and Nothing OS 3.5 with up to 3 years of Android updates, just so you know. And past the screen we go to the CPU. I told you it's a MediaTek 7000 series CPU. It's actually MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Pro, 4 nanometers and octa-core. Let's see which version we have here. 8 gigs of RAM, the basic starting model, and 128 gigabytes of storage. That's what we're getting here. An interesting fact about this phone. So let me just gather my info. As far as I remember, we should also have a micro SD card slot, which is something that rarely happens nowadays. On flagships, never. On this one, apparently. So 8 gigs of RAM, also 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage, and the battery is obviously generous. We can actually see it here. It's become the norm to receive large batteries on phones and ads in AIDA, of course. Now, the battery here is not a record breaker, but still pretty generous. 5000 mAh, 33 watts charging, and even 5 watts reverse charging, so you can actually juice up another device from it. On the camera front, I think that some compromises may have been made. I'm talking about particularly about the selfie camera. I haven't seen such a resolution in a bit of a while. It's 16 megapixels with Full HD capture. It's been a while. At the back side we seem to have a triple camera. It's actually a triple camera, so let's take them one by one. First things first, so we have 50 megapixel main shooter with OIS f1.9 aperture. We have an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, 2 megapixel macro. This is the LED flash with a very weird placement, and 4K capture is part of the package. I'm actually curious to see if when we're filming, we still have a red dot turning on to signal that you're actually filming. So you can switch to 4K as I said. I'm filming right now. I don't see anything red lighting up here, but maybe it's in the settings. It used to be something like a trademark for Nothing devices. The camera includes options like slow-mo, time-lapse, panorama, macro, and expert. The video should also include some extras. We have a grid here and a flash, not many extras. This is the photo department, just 2x zoom because you're not treated to a telephoto camera, just ultra wide and macro. Extras are quite generous. I see we have motion photo. I see you can change the resolution of the camera to the full 50 megapixels, timer, grid, and more. Portrait, of course, and a night mode are all part of the package. Now, this is pretty much it. We also have a loudspeaker. I think it's a singular one, not a stereo one. We have Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, and USB-C 2.0 at the bottom side. There's an extra, there's an AI button here. If you double press it, you're going to go straight to the dedicated AI space. I actually use this for a photo, add it to my collection. You can also add a voice memo to your collection. I think I should have it here to replay it.
Record a video of an unboxing of this phone.
And I also took a video, a screenshot of a concert date, which should be able to add it to my calendar. So this is what it can do. It can do the language detection in a few languages, actually quite a few. It's been upgraded from last year when there weren't that many. Let's see if it also has Romanian. Yes, it also has Romanian, which is the country we're at. So it also has Google Calendar access if you want. It can take info from there or sync info to there, like the concert I just mentioned. So if I go here and I see this concert here and I actually press this button, nope, press the power one, press this button, it should be able to analyze it and send it straight to my special space. And then I'm actually curious if it proposes me to add it to the calendar, if it reads it, like OnePlus does with the Mindspace and Oppo does with the dedicated space. I think there's actually a work in progress. You can obviously change the iconography from here if you want. You keep it pressed, do the customization. I'm not a big fan of those because I cannot find my own applications. You can make things look like this if you really want to. Not a huge fan, but to each their own. And I think that's about it. So this is the Nothing Phone 3A Lite. Basically keeps some of the Nothing DNA distilled in a entry-level phone. This is Nothing OS. It's seamless and pretty fluid. It's minimalistic. It's customizable. And I would say it should be updated to Nothing OS 4.0 in the first half of 2026. That's what they're promising here. So this is called the Essential Space, the area I showed you before. And well, other features we're mentioning. I think we also have some AI smarts here. Now, aside from the Gemini, which can be triggered from here, you can obviously also have the circle to search. Circle something and find it online. And the photographers will also get raw capture if I really dig into this one. And I'm pretty sure that if you're accessing the, gallery application, you should be able to find there some editing tools for your photos. But with these icons, I'm never sure if I actually got a proper one. So there's this one here. I press edit and I get rotate, flip, 90-degree, ratio, vertical, these options, which reminds me of the iPhone, and some, I would say, filters and options. Yeah. Okay, so still getting the hang of it. This is my first contact with it. I think we can also add some RAM from the options here, which, by the way, look nothing like other phones. And of course, we also have the Glyph interface here, which is featured at the back side. So if you do a ringtone, let's choose this one. Just one LED, expected more LEDs for some reason. Okay, and you can do your own sounds. You can also add a custom for a contact. You can set it up for notifications. You can also flip to Glyph if you want. Essential notifications and a bedtime schedule. So I put it like this. Yeah, of course, it has the Glyph. So when everything's said and done, it's a lighter version of the previous mid-rangers. This year we had some cool mid-rangers. We had the 3A, and I remember the 3A Pro, I think. It was interesting to see them in Barcelona Mobile World Congress. Then we had the full Nothing Phone 3, which I haven't tested yet, but this is the Lite version. For a Lite phone, it's bringing enough of the Nothing DNA for the Nothing fans to feel that they're getting a Nothing phone. Or maybe they're gifting it to someone else to draw them into the ecosystem. That's it from GSMdome.com. Goodbye.